Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3. It's not often we kick off the climax and conclusion of a world on a bit of a down note, but not Riku kind of punked us last time. He flaunted his chip and he ran away, and now Big Hero 6 is feeling like Big Hero sucks.
Just more. You should have said like Big 06. But Big Hero Sucks is dumb, and yet it appeals to me in some way.
They could appear anywhere. And why is there a random-ass picture of a fucking ant on the wall? Explain this.
And the US of A, in case you forgot. Okay, well, I guess they can use that to track, like, villain activity. I think they only have 2 supervillains, though, so not super hard to do.
People have told me that the series is worth checking out, and it's by the people who made Kim Possible, which also should be property in Kingdom Hearts. Maybe it's just like a slight cameo one. Who knows? Maybe I'll check it out someday.
I keep forgetting that Kim Possible is the thing, but it does have its fans. Was American Dragon Jake Long? That's Disney, right?
That is Disney, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a bit of that. I'm never a fan of whenever they change like an art style and things like that in the second season. They looked like shit. I'm sorry.
They did. The first season was pretty cool. And yeah, I think that would work as like a cameo and whatnot, but we should really be focusing on this. We need that chip for story reasons, for comfort reasons, for action reasons.
We always need a reason for action in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, anything that lets us do a boss fight, I'm all personally for.
I am a robot. I cannot be offended.
Just like you.
Man, I wish I could do that. You know, I'm a robot, I can't be offended, but it doesn't work. I'm human and I get offended all the fucking time.
You are shit, the things you like are shit, the people you like are shit, and Baymax is like, haha, I have no soul.
The first Baymax might be back too.
I'm gonna admit here and now, I mean, we're gonna get into this a little bit, I'm not sure why Hero is feeling the way he's gonna feel about the first Baymax. Again, this is based on my limited knowledge of the film. With how the second Baymax got made. It still otherwise has his normal brain, so I don't really see why he's so concerned about the first Baymax. I guess it's a relic of, you know, his brother. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we already have our Baymax here. His brain was it, so I don't see the big concern for the first Baymax.
I think we're going to get into a tiny replica Hitler argument here, and I really don't want to go down that track. Let's just say it's of sentimental value to him.
I suppose that's fair. I mean, I've got Transmetal 2 Megatron over here. If he attacked me, I would feel very bad about having to destroy him. It's not the same thing, is it? I don't think that's the same thing.
No, not quite, no.
That would be none of your concern.
Just gotta remind myself that Maleficent and Pete are in fact part of this game.
They might as well have not even been here. They could have appeared in the ending, and it would have made as much difference.
What an interesting thing
I agree. They could have just put it at the end. I mean, here they just show up. We're still here, guys, and then they fuck off.
Pete, what are these strange moon runes on the buildings? Oh, I don't know, Maleficent. It's all Greek to me.
Isn't it weird how in Pokemon, I mean, originally, like, the anime, it was originally stuff written in, like, Japanese, but then over time it kind of evolved into this made-up symbol language, so it would flow over to both the US as well.
Yeah, you remember what happened to Maleficent after she got stabbed by possessed Riku in Kingdom Hearts 1, right?
Yes, I remember, and I wish I didn't know, but she traveled through fucking time, and then she came back, and I'm like, man, that is shit. That legit happens in Diamond is Unbreakable. Like, I'm not even trying to make a JoJo comparison here, but this legit happens. It was supposed to, actually, in Diamond is Unbreakable, but it didn't quite pan out, and I'm like, good God.
Yeah, it's a little bit much, even for me, but whatever. They could appear anywhere. I can't get that line out of my head. It amuses me for some reason.
To be fair, it is a really stupid line when you read it out loud like that, so I can understand your obsession with just how it sounds.
I guess that's one of my many symptoms, I suppose. But we're going straight into the boss fight here. You-know-who has not made his appearance yet, the dark version of our beloved rotund robot, but he's coming. Oh lord, he's a-coming.
Man, when you said you-know-who, my brain instantly went, Voldemort? And I'm like, no, wrong thing.
Imagine if like there was a 1 in 1,000 chance of Voldemort just appearing instead of the boss you're supposed to fight in the world. That is a heart.
That is a heart, you're right. It is in fact a heart shape.
Learn some new tricks.
Wow, we are totally going to beat the thing we lost to last time. At least it's day this time so we can see it coming.
That's true. I mean, sometimes I hate fighting enemies at night in, like, Spider-Man, because you can't really see what you're doing.
Of success is
You don't have to crunch the numbers, Baymax.
We're gonna lose regardless of math.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not the sum
we
of
don't
our
need to
parts.
quantify this.
It's the sum of our hearts.
Oh, sorry, you're a bad influence on Hero.
Riku's like, fucking
Which
really?
adds up to what?
Yeah, I'm up here. How'd you not notice
Show
me?
me.
It's really hard to take him seriously when he's standing along that, multicolored fan up there.
Okay, thanks for beating the boss for us.
There.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much just spared us a boss fight. And although earlier I was a fan of boss fights, some bosses are lamer than
Pile of
others.
Junk collected the data we needed.
Okay, I'm gonna point this out. I was a little bit butthurt that these things turn out to be a fucking red herring. They're not the bug blocks from Coded at all. I think that was just a red herring to make you think this is Data Riku from the journal.
A heart's more than
Yeah, it's actually something else. But I think it would have been cooler if it was the data, you know, from RE Coded. That would have been a nice little cameo to tie things together.
It would have fit with the theme of the, like, technology and advanced version of this world as well.
Right.
Huh?
That's why I made sure our creation fought you.
It's absorbed all his
Now the
stupid,
data
all his
contains a
spiky hair
complete
and
heart.
boots.
Again, it's 3.14
heart made from
megabytes of data in that thing. That can't be enough room for all that stupidity.
A single ROM of
I only
Pokemon
have to see
Green.
it for it to become real. So, let's see it.
Alright, here we go. Just gonna put this together. Yeah, darkness come.
Oh, that's it. I'm fucking off. I'm just getting on out of here.
This is similar to what happened in the climax of Big Hero 6, by the way, but instead of a portal of darkness, there was a portal to space, I guess.
Lego Dimensions.
Oh, he coming.
What's going on?
That is a great question, Go-Go.
I just go with it, honestly.
As bad as the last one.
I mean, this time it's a sphere instead of a cube. Less points, which is great.
God, he summoned Minecraft itself. It's Notch. We have to fight Notch.
Well, I mean, they are crossing over lately. This is cross-platform play. Sony is against that.
Please put the collections on the Switch. I'm pretty sure they can handle 1080p 60.
I don't know. It's the. I mean, listen, the Switch has a lot of great things about it, but it's not the most technologically advanced beast out there, okay?
I guess so. Oh god, the spikes. The big old love fist.
Yeah, that's the big problem with Dark Baymax. He's got a gigantic Wreck-It Ralph hand on his other hand.
God almighty, the worst thing he could have described it as.
Puppet has lost his heart.
Doesn't it look like a big old Wreck-It Ralph hand?
I guess so. I wonder why they didn't put Wreck-It Ralph in this world. Is it because they would have had to pay John C. Reilly?
I don't know, just get another guy to do the voice. They did that with all the other, you know, celebrity voice characters.
I did promise I'd put this back where I found it.
And again, I just don't get why. I mean, outside of the body, you know, maybe again being, you know, a memory of his brother, they already have Baymax's brain. This is a shell at this point. He gets put combat data
But
in it,
there's
and
one
that's it.
piece
So, I
missing.
mean, beyond, you
You're
know,
the one
attachment
who's
to
going to
something his
complete
brother
this
built,
heart.
I really don't see the struggle here with having to kill Dark Baymax.
Well, you see,
can't
bad,
have a
bad,
heart
but
without
good,
sadness,
good.
without loss.
Man, that is written
see,
like the true master
You're
Nomura
going to
himself.
destroy
And
Hero's
Nomura was like,
plan.
there needs to be an even worse
front of him.
version of Bad Ron. Badong. Yes, Heartless or Badong.
Is this turning into double speaker? I'm trying to remember the language they used in 1984.
Well, that was an easy boss fight. Didn't even have to talk about, like, the strategies and whatnot.
Nope. I have health bars. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to fight.
One-handed angel.
Tell us. What should we do?
Man, I really hope they put a Sephiroth DLC boss fight. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully that's a thing.
But that
Well,
chip
I guess we'll find
isn't
out about the
who he is.
DLC soon, because it's coming this year.
Oh yeah, that's true. They'll probably announce on E3, I'm
This
guessing.
mistake once before. Tadashi wouldn't want there to be a Baymax that hurts people.
Goofy, I don't think you're gonna power slam him that way.
Sora?
See? It's the principle of the
He has
thing.
to be
Hero knows what must be done.
Okay.
We have to
Help out
Hurricane
the
that
others.
motherfucker into the side of a
You can
building.
leave this guy.
Man, this fight's gonna take place in the air, but if you could Hurricanrana the fucker back to the ground, that would have been fucking amazing.
I guess that's the deal with Baymax. He's so, like, pudgy, he has to fly most of the time or hover.
Oh no!
I suppose. I mean, he does have those little stumpy legs. Like, I can't imagine him wee waddling everywhere.
I am ready, Sora.
Let's just fuck this motherfucker up.
Baymax is taking it pretty... He's going hard as fuck here.
Right, what are your initial impressions going into this, mate?
I was excited. Like, I like the idea, like I said, of fighting Dark Baymax. I thought it'd be cool, but it's kind of meh. I mean, it's not even that super similar to, you know, that pterodactyl motherfucker or whatever you fought in the Pirates of the Caribbean. This is on rails, so basically, you can melee as close, and he does have a heal, thank God. But pretty much what you're going to be doing is you're going to be shooting Dark Baymax, and you're just going to block his attacks. And it's less fun than I expected it to be. Maybe it's the gun. It's not really that fun. It just kind of heat seeks. The attacks are easy to dodge. There's a point where you get to like an arena and then you find him up close, and that's a little bit more involved. But you can just pretty much shoot this guy and he dies. It's just, I expected a lot more from this fight, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think revealing like this world first, or one of the first things with a really exciting looking bit of concept art, really put the idea of an exciting, dynamic fight in people's minds for the end of this world. Because, you know, it's not the deepest movie, but it does have some great action in it. But here the action kind of feels ineffectual. Sora's like laser blasts are a bit piddly. There's little to no hit detection when we get to the actual fight. Everything just feels floaty and a little bit like sloppy detection-wise.
Yeah, and I mean, if this was a more involved on-rail section, like for example, I think the big problem is that your shots heat-seek Dark Baymax. If you actually had to manually aim a little better, I think it would have been more involved. And if he had more creative attacks, because most of his attacks are just shooting blocks at you. I mean, I expect some block action, maybe the laser kill, but the attacks just don't feel varied and interesting enough to dodge and deflect. If it had more variety in how he attacked you, you know, maybe dash attacks, he did like a big block Kamehameha back there. If he had more, you know, diversity in his attacks, I think this fight would have worked out a lot better.
As it is, it's not like the worst boss in the game. Actually, who would you say is the worst boss, mate?
The Reaper. And we will talk more about him when we get there.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, and I sort of agree, but we shall not talk of such a man right now. Just enjoy your Christmas present blocks, and then we'll go up the side of a building.
And I may as well just mention now, I do want to apologize for kind of shitting on Big Hero 6 earlier.
Good man, good man.
What?
I don't think that was fair, now that I think about it. I still think Incredibles would have made a way bigger punch, but I understand that this movie does have its fans, and of course it's not the worst thing ever in the world, so it's not like a deal breaker that massive by any means.
Also, I'd like to point out, I did not prompt him to do that. I didn't even discuss it with him, so it's character development is what it is.
Man, you know I'm always about character development in my life, Tom, if you've seen me over the last 10 years.
Oh man, you have come quite a ways, man, and I'm very proud of you, but now we have to talk about robots hitting robots, I'm afraid. That's just more important in my life.
And I'm just gonna have to bring this up, because so many games have come out since then. Robot versus robot combat. I was rewatching Transformers Devastation, and that game is way fucking more fun in its boss fights than this boss fight here. I'm sorry, it kind of spoiled me, because it's so fucking good. I mean, I wish it had more content, but I was just like, oh, it's beautiful.
This is pretty fun though, I gotta say. Just brah, brah, brah.
Just wish it had more impact. Again, if you could Karana the fucker. Then again, I like body slams and wrestling attacks, period. Like, any boss fight I think is improved by that. That's why Wario World is so cool, because you can just body slam a gigantic T-Rex like it's no thing. That's great.
If it just had, like, crunchier sound effects to just basically inform when you're actually hitting the guy, because it just feels very loose overall, and usually I can't tell whether I'm being hit or doing the hitting, and KH3's camera does not really help all that much in that regard. I feel it would be a much more enjoyable boss fight, but this one just does not have the polish it needed.
I agree, because, again, with the feedback, Baymax's limbs are very stumpy, so it can be... You feel like you have to get really close to melee. It's just safer to shoot him until he dies, you know?
Yep, like with most things in life, honestly.
That's for sure.
I'm coming for you, motherfucker! That was hype. Really? Really now?
Let go! Don't use your big Wreck-It Ralph hand on me!
Stop calling it that!
Okay, well here's a bit of a body slam. This could be good.
Nope. Damn!
Good landing.
Ow, my legs. Oh, the shell! Tadashi would have wanted a broken Baymax.
Yeah, something to fix up.
Guys.
I mean, it's just pretty much Baymax,
Hero.
and he has little horns on his shoulders. That's how you know he's evil. Oh, and the wings, I guess, are, like, malevolent.
I want to say, like, besides, like, the part where we're going around, like, helping to rescue
Safety
Big Hero
mode
6,
kicks in if he's
and, you know, obviously
under too
Baymax
much
helping us,
stress.
the actual team
So
had
he's
no
probably just in stasis.
involvement in the climax of the world. And it feels a little bit like they should have done.
if you want
Like,
to be
maybe
safe.
you're chasing Dark Baymax all over the city, and, like, Fred comes out of his ice thing and
Are
knocks
you
him off
sure?
balance, then Gogo throws a
Dude,
disc at him, and then we
don't
can, like,
need to go
attack him and
that
so on.
far.
Yeah, no, I agree.
can
I think that
find
would have been
another
great.
way.
Like, stages of the fight, they kind of interject to help. But yeah, they're, like, really don't play a big part in this world at all, I think. And that's a disappointment.
I must crush this with my yaoi hands.
It's the right thing to do.
He does have gigantic man hands as part of his costume.
Oh no, he's going back to Recoded.
And fuck this. I'm going back to Minecraft on PC.
It would be pretty if it weren't so stupid.
Just left a fat-ass corpse behind.
That's what's going to happen to me. My soul will ascend to heaven, and then there's just like a bloated corpse left behind.
Like, you leave the biggest replica out there.
Tadashi would have done the same thing. But Hero,
It's okay. It's
isn't that Baymax's heart?
Well, no, it was kind of like combat programs, wasn't it?
that's what I took it as. Feel free to correct us in the chat, guys, as if we
okay.
were streaming right now.
Baymax
I mean, this would
is
have
here.
more of an impact if Baymax wasn't literally standing over there, completely alive. So this has no point.
Ow.
Hello.
Finally, my own clone. Now neither of us will need to dispense medication alone.
See, this is what happens when you run two virtual machines with the same operating system. It just confuses everybody.
And this is how the world ends. It's just like, ha ha ha, we are friends, we are laughing, and then it just pans away and closes.
Just a massive Baymax is taking over the world and flattening everybody with hugs.
He's my personal healthcare companion.
Yes, Sora, get your own. I do. He's called Donald. He never heals me.
Sega of America.
Yes, indeed. Alright, guys, that was San Francisco, the Big Hero 6 world. Mixed at best. We'll see you next time when the story continues. See you then.